All right.
Yeah, I shared it to, and I put it on Instagram.
Oh shit! What's up? Hold on, guys.
Oh, we live?
Hold on. We gotta do. We're not officially.
I love me some Tina.
Yeah. You, Daddy K, you, baby. She's singing to you.
What?
Singing to you, Danny. Go, Tina.
That's right.
Guess what, Danny?
What?
You're simply the best, Danny K.
I mean, you know, I try.
Let's contain ourselves till we get to it.
I try.
Go, Tina. Go, Tina. Come on.
Oop, I thought it was there.
Good song. Good song. Good
It's a
song.
damn good song.
What is going on? We got some serious meaning to that one today, kids, boys and
Yeah.
girls. But we're going to get to that. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag just yet. What's going on, everyone? Yeah, we had a little Freudian slip signing on before, but oh well, it is what it is. Listen, we got millions of dollars behind the production of this podcast, and my guys and girls, they still can't get this shit right, our production crew. But anyway, we're gonna forgive them again, and we want to welcome everybody, especially you guys here for the first time listening to our KFit Talk podcast. We are making sure you guys are checking us out across social medias at KFit Talk on Facebook and also on YouTube. All right.
And hold on, do a favor when you go on the KFit Talk on Facebook, smash that bell so you get the notifications. Smash the bell. Go ahead. I'm sorry, John.
No, smash the bell. That's notifications so you guys don't miss when we're on. Because right now, we shut this shit down on our regular pages. A lot of keyboard warriors out there, but that's okay. You can join us at KFit Talk. All right, jump on over. Make sure you like it, subscribe, hit the notifications on the Facebook page, KFit Talk. We also have a YouTube page, and we'll set up the other ones, the Instagrams and TikToks and all that shit. But anyway, I'm really excited about today's broadcast. I was dragging ass because I was working my ass off all weekend and just really even forgot what day it was. It's Tuesday, season 7, episode 2. Danny shot me a text before, hey, topics. I'm like, oh, shit. Forgot what it was. Also just found something out about not even 30 minutes ago, which I had to throw in as a huge, big announcement today. Really, really excited to make the announcement today. But before we get into it, I want to let you guys know we have our official and unofficial sponsor, Sizzle International, which is our health and wellness company that provides us with over 800 other products for 800 other companies. But Sizzle is a science-based. There you go. Danny's got a Sizzle ripped up. This week I got some crazy testimonials, which we'll get to later, on my clients that are just smashing down milestones on shit that they're doing with their Sizzle products and weight loss and strength and all sorts of great stuff. But I got to get to the important stuff right now. I want to just have you guys, check out our, if you want information, checking out the products that we have from Sizzle, science-based company. If you want a little side hustle, we got something really special for you there as well. But today, it's all about simply the best. It's about Danny K today, as far as I'm concerned. But first, I want to introduce you guys to my partner here, Danny K, coming at you from Carroll County, Westminster. Carroll County. Remember the word Carroll County. Carroll. Is it Carroll or Carroll? What the fuck is it? Is it Carroll?
With potato. It's Carroll. Carroll, not Carole.
That's Carroll to me. Anyway, Carroll County, Westminster, Maryland. Shout out to our Maryland peeps down there and all of Danny K's members and clients and all that good stuff. So, Danny, what is going on? Don't give us the obvious because I just found out the obvious. You got to kind of keep a stiff upper lip on that one right now until I make the announcement.
Excuse you.
All right. Yeah, Danny, guys, this is Danny K. I don't even know what the frick to say. I'm fumbling over my own words. Let Danny introduce herself, and then we're going to get right into the podcast. I want to welcome everybody from all the different countries that we're at right now. Make sure you guys get to the podcast platforms and subscribe, okay? Please go subscribe to the podcast. It's doing phenomenal. Season 7, Episode 2 of the KFit Talk podcast. Come chew the fat with myself and Danny K for the next 47 minutes and 37 seconds. Danny, what do you got for us, other than the obvious?
So Saturday was my birthday.
Oh, I forgot. Happy Brian. And I called her too. I called Danny over the weekend while she was on her way to the club. Or she was actually at the club.
I was at the club.
And I wish Danny a big 3-5. Danny, you know we all love you.
3-5. He's got dyslexic.
Hold on. I'm trying to sip my coffee. Hold on. I got a little bone to pick with my peeps here, okay? My social media peeps, all right? Yeah, I got a little bone to pick. You hear it's my birthday in July, and I get about 12, 13 people wishing me a happy birthday, all right? I post up on my page, Jon Koga's page, wishing Danny K a happy birthday, and the effing floodgates open up. People I haven't heard or seen from in years, and I want to thank all of you guys. I'm joking right now, but I'm not joking.
No, he's not. He's jealous.
I'm a jelly belly right now.
Green is not good on you.
I want to thank all of my peeps and friends and family that reached out to Danny and wished her a very, very happy birthday. Guys, it means the world to me, and I know it means the world to Danny. Go ahead, Danny.
Yeah. So no, it was crazy. Like over 500 messages on my page. And then texts and DMs and all that stuff. And then plus, different people on the posts that you put out, on your page and on I think you post on KFit too?
Yeah, KFit and Insta, yep.
But so, I mean, and I went through and I liked every single one of those because I may have not been able to respond or say thank you or whatever. I did thank you in a complete whole, but I go through it and like I was liking every single one of them because I did read every single one of them and I saw who every single person it was from, so I wanted to at least acknowledge by liking it, so
that's who Danny is. You guys know that. Me, you might not get shit, but Danny, and that's why I get 12 likes on my birthday, and Danny gets 3,000. But all right, listen, I'm not. Last time I had a big announcement, I waited till the end of the podcast, and I just can't wait till the end of the podcast right now. So many of you that are listening know that Danny K owns a gym down in Carroll County, Westminster. In Westminster is the town in Maryland. For those of you guys listening to us from other countries, many of you guys know. If not, if it's your first time listening, Danny's one of the best, one of the top, most sought after trainers here in the United States. Forget your Instagram famous people just because they got freaking injections in their ass and their bubble butts and they got 4 million followers doesn't mean they're a great trainer, folks. All right. Just because they got shredded abs and they're holding up, detox tea and they got 1.5 million subscribers or likes doesn't mean they're the best. All right. This woman is the best of the best. Okay. I'm even taking myself out of that category. All right. And for many, many years, Danny, how many years do you have the gym down there in Carroll County now?
The gym 10. The gym 10.
All right, 10 years. So just celebrate 10 years. So once again, to those guys listening out there, ladies listening from other countries, so Danny is it. She's the real deal, and you guys got to check her out on social media. Danny KNIGHT, Danny Knight. All right. So I wasn't surprised. I was like, shame on me because it happened a couple of days ago. And in many towns, including, your towns, wherever you're listening from, Texas, Florida, up here in Long Island, although there's one dope that I use, I'm going to call him a dope. I'll get to that. I'm going to keep the energy up. So listen, guys, I logged on to social media before and I stumbled across Danny's page. And I saw that I'm getting choked up even talking about it, man, because I'm so proud of her. I'm so honored to have her as a friend of mine and family, and I don't use that term loosely. I don't even call some people in my own family. But right. Danny K is family, folks. And for the last few years, you guys know Danny's hustle, Danny's grind. If you don't know, she's the hardest working person in the fitness industry. Trust me on that. I'm telling you straight up. She's the hardest work. The girl should have 100. She should have as many freaking followers as the effing Kardashians. All right. And someday she will. because she brings to you guys the honest truth, integrity, and if she doesn't have the answer to something, she's going to research and get it. So for the last 10 years in Danny's town, and like in many towns that we have across the country, you have these your town's best, the best of the best, whether it's pizza, whether it's this, whether it's that, and health clubs are usually really big. Now, keep in mind, keyword health clubs, gyms. All right, I'm not. I'm talking, guys. Even the LA Fitnesses, the Equinoxes, these are multi-million-dollar corporation gyms that have millions and billions of dollars behind them. These aren't mom and pop, little yoga shops and little personal training studios. These people are all competing against each other. And you would think because of their money, their power, their social media influence, that it's a shoo-in that whatever community you live in, people have to vote in, and normally, and it's a numbers game. Life is all numbers, and he who has the most numbers and the most money usually wins. But guess what? And shame on up here, we call it Long Island's best. Shame on these companies for not recognizing sooner. But I'm proud and I'm honored to tell you guys that Danny K and Danny K Gym and Wellness won the #1 health club in Maryland, in Caroline County. I'm shaking. I'm going to applaud her. So Danny finally got what she's holding it up. All right. She got the #1 gym health club, call it whatever you want, in Carroll County. So Danny, I know people are clapping right now and you can't hear it. I'm proud of you. I'm so, I love you dearly. And this thing should have happened last 10 years in a row, but it's okay. It's okay. It happened now. Let's discuss what's the now. Let's be present in the now. And Danny, how did you feel, Danny? Give everybody a little insight on what it entails to get this, obviously, and how are you feeling when you got that? Was it an email? Talk to us.
Yeah, so it was an email a couple of weeks ago, about a week and a half ago, whatever. And I had to sit on it till the 25th. I couldn't announce it because they didn't post it, like in the paper until the 25th. So, but for 19, 20, and 21, I got honorable mention. So that was pretty big. Like, so 7 years in the industry, and 2019, I finally, or not 7 years, 7 years in the gym, owning my own gym.
Right.
In 2019, I got honorable mention. And that to me was huge because going up against, the big corporations, you got Merit, you got Planet Fitness, you got Gold, you got Anytime Fitness, like all these bigger gyms, like corporations. And I got honorable mention, and it was like, it was just awesome, like, so Sally Fields, you really like me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but just to get honorable mention, just to get nominated, like they say, like, oh, that's, but it's true. Just to get nominated is a big deal. And then to win honorable mention, it was a big deal. Like, I was super proud of that, like most people be like, oh, you didn't win. So why you all proud about that? But I definitely, for 19, 20, and 21, I got honorable mention. So then this year, 22, I got winner. So I looked at, opened up the email, and it was like winner, like on there. And I was like, wow.
Winner, chicken dinner,
So,
baby.
again, up against the bigger corporations. I am the smallest gym in Carroll County. And, I mean, you've got CrossFits, which are chains, you've got the big corporations, which are chains, I mean, and this is mine. I branded this. I built this. This is my blood, my sweat, my tears, my money.
Nice.
No help from, like government or,
Right.
like grants or any kind of funding. It was my money. And when things break, it's my money. It's not, put in a what do you call it? A request to the corporation for them to, fix my treadmill. I have to fix it. So when shit breaks, I got to fix it. But, and I do have to say, knock wood, like there's one machine down right now, because it's got to be welded, and Greg's got to come in and you scrape some of the paint off to weld it. But as far as I've been in open for 10 years, and very rare, and everyone can attest to this, will a machine be down for more than 2 or 3 days. It just depends on like the part. But as soon as it's down, I'm calling someone, I'm getting it in, I'm getting it fixed, because that's just who I am. Like the other gyms that I've worked at, a cable busted or treadmills down, 3 months later, it's still busted and still got a sign, out of order sign on it. You know what I mean? Like, we got 20 more treadmills. Who cares about this one? No, you know?
Yeah, and Danny,
So for
Danny,
me,
let's applaud your members and clients too before I forget,
I mean,
man. I want
without a
to,
doubt, like they
yeah, yeah.
helped. There was like last night when a couple of people had said that, congratulations, blah blah blah. I'm like, well, it was all you. You guys did it. Like, you know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
yeah, yeah.
I supplied, this, but y'all did
So,
the voting and stuff like that. So, um,
keep going, Danny.
simply the best, baby, better than all the rest. But no, so but to be a smaller gym and like the smallest gym and to actually like win that, pretty cool.
That's
Now,
fucking
the only other thing is I got to keep going. So 2020, 2023, I got to win it. You know what I mean? Because and I'm competitive. I'm just slightly competitive. So
a
now that
little
I've
bit,
won it, I got to keep winning it, right?
just a little
So
bit.
but no, I mean it's and let's I don't know I'm waiting to see who the honorable mentions it. People said it's in the newspaper and stuff like that, but I can't find it's not online yet, and I don't
Okay,
get the actual paper. So I want to know who the honorable mentions are because
congratulations.
I will definitely post out and congratulate the honorable mentions as well, because that's a big deal, right? So
No
I want to
doubt.
congratulate the honorable mentions, for doing it, as well.
That's
But
awesome, man.
it's there was a lot of nominations, and I don't know how many. Usually, I think there's 3 honorable mentions, 2 or 3, and then the winner, which the winner is Danny K.
Danny
Gym
K
of
is the
Wellness.
winner. Hey, Danny. All right,
Danny
let's
K. Gym of Wellness.
congratulations, Danny. So, all right, Danny. Somebody walks into the number one gym in Carroll County, which, folks, for the record, is Danny K Gym and Wellness. So you're going to hear me say that quite frequently today. So somebody, a new member walks in, a new client walks into the number one gym in Carroll County, Danny K Gym and Wellness. They come in and they say, Danny, what should I be like? What should I be eating before I work out? I don't know, like this whole, I don't eat exactly the best. Danny is the best. We keep using that word, the best. Like one of the biggest misconceptions with I shouldn't say misconceptions, one of the misnomers where people don't know are what should they eat before, during. Let's start with before a workout, during, and after, because the during is the one we're gonna have some fun with. But
Yeah.
before a workout, folks, you got to remember this. All right, you have to remember that depending on what type of workout you're doing, whether it's high energy aerobic, whether it's strength and muscle building and conditioning, your body is going to tap into your sugar levels real quick. All right. So the elevated version on what you should have something healthy and sugary. Listen to me. I'm not saying go eat a bag of Skittles. Oh, that would probably help, but you'll crash and burn real quick. So what happens, you want to get some kind of healthy, and I like to have you put something with a potassium in it, like a banana, a yogurt, just to eliminate any kind of cramping. But and especially if you're just starting out your workout regimen and your workout program at the number one gym in Carroll County, Danny K Gym and Wellness, and you're starting your program out, you got to remember you can't come from work all day, haven't had anything since lunch. Now you're working out at the number one gym in Carroll County, Danny K Gym and Wellness, at 6 p.m. And all of a sudden, you're going to get lightheaded and dizzy, and that could scare you off, because you will literally get turned off from working out. If you get that dizziness, that passing out, that nauseous feeling, you might not go back to the number one gym in Carroll County and Danny K Gym and Wellness the next day. But we're going to get you back. Danny, talk to us about what the listeners should be ingesting and eating. Obviously, you can get into some sizzle products if you want, but that is one of the biggest questions we get, with working out, like, pre-workout, what should I be eating, Danny? What do you got to contribute on that? What say you, Danny K?
So old school used to be that we didn't eat before we worked out, right?
Right.
And some people still go by that, and I guess, like, if you've conditioned your body to doing that, then go for it. But definitely, if you haven't conditioned yourself to doing that, if you are just new to working out, if it's been a while since you worked out, now you're starting that regimen again, definitely, like, if it's morning time, because so let's backtrack. So, like, old school used to be like you wake up in the morning and you do some sort of cardio, don't eat yet because you're feeling thin, you're burning yesterday's carbs. You're not burning yesterday's carbs. You're not doing anything. What you're doing today is what you're doing today.
Right.
Um, now yesterday fueled you. So, like, if you ate, great yesterday, you're going to have the energy for today, but you're not burning yesterday's crap, right? So don't oh, I'm going to eat pizza today, I'll just burn it off tomorrow. No, I mean, you can burn it off today, but you can't burn it off tomorrow. You messed up. Tomorrow's another day. But old school used to be like get up and do some cardio, stuff like that on an empty stomach, whatever. But definitely like what we found out through, just, the research and stuff like that is you need energy, you need fuel to actually kill your workout, right? If you want to have sustaining energy throughout your workout, you want to have some fuel. So I always in the morning it's oatmeal and a banana, egg whites and a banana, protein shake with some, banana fruit, like, whatever. But something that's kind of light but digestible within an hour. So eat it within an hour before your workout. Even in the evening, like when I do meal plans for my clients, they have breakfast. Sometimes they have a mid-morning snack, lunch, a PM snack, and a dinner. Well, when are you going to be working out? You're going to be working out before dinner, so you want to make sure that you have your snack, and that snack could be, a protein shake, almonds and a banana, egg whites, like something that's sustainable, that's going to give you some energy, through your workout. But you want to do it like at least an hour before your workout so that you have the fuel for your workout.
And guess what? Don't rely solely on caffeine.
Right. Goofball.
Sorry, Katie.
So do we go into like the during eating yet or no?
No, let's go to during now, because that was before. That was great. Go
ahead.
So
before, you want to have something, like good, decent, that's going to give you some fuel, some protein, some good carbs, some good fats, like whatever it might be, about an hour before your workout. During your workout, and I know you all have seen these muscle-bound monkeys in the gym where they have like the smoothie bars and all that stuff, and they get in their protein shake and they're eating it while they're working out. Okay. And they're going to tell you, well, look at me, it works, but then they got this big belly and it could be a steroid belly. It could be a food belly, like whatever. Yeah. They might have some great guns and some great pecs, but they got a belly.
Right.
So, but when you're eating while you're working out, and it's like, yes, it's a protein shake, but yes, your body can digest it a lot quicker than something that you're like chewing and your body has to digest. But if you're drinking a protein shake while you're working out, your body is focused on burning and digesting, those calories. Like it's digesting those calories, not your workout, right? Yeah. So you're kind of doing yourself a disservice, and then the guys was like, well, I got to get 20,000 calories in a day, blah, 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 whatever, you know what I mean? But so consider the source. And if you don't want to look like somebody that's giving you the advice, then don't take the advice from that person. I just dropped some knowledge.
That's right. Well said. What? That was good.
So, but seriously, like you don't want to eat anything while you're working out. Now, if you're feeling lightheaded and you need some orange juice, you know what I mean? Some little sugar, whatever to get it up there. That's a different story. But I'm talking about those muscle-bound monkeys that went to the protein shake smoothie bar, and they're drinking their protein smoothie on the floor while they're working out. I mean, your body is confused. It's like, it's digesting and it's working out. So what is it going to do? It's going to digest the food first, before it's going to be doing anything for the results of your workout.
And not to mention, it's going to get you nauseous, guys. You don't understand. It's going to make you nauseous, dude. Your body cannot, I mean, it can, don't get me wrong, can do obviously many different things at one time. But, I see people eating like protein bars while in between sets. I'm like, are you kidding me? First of all, it shouldn't be eaten on the gym floor anyway, but that's a whole nother story. Right. But they're sucking down. And these are the guys that are telling you, and girls, I got to get my 6,000 grams of protein in today. So, I gotta, and your body's using this protein right now as I'm breaking. No, your body's not using that protein. It's got to get digested through your system, which is going to take 24 to 48 hours. Your muscles getting ripped down. We're tearing down muscle tissue. This is what I've heard. This is their answer. While I'm breaking my muscle tissue down, doing my 600-pound bench press, I'm fueling at the same time. Dude, there's clueless can be. Guys,
Yep.
it doesn't work like that. Trust me, it doesn't work like that. And you don't want to get yourself nauseous. You don't want to get yourself sick. You don't want to get yourself lightheaded or dizzy. And you don't want to confuse the systems in your body, your digestive, your skeletal, your neurological systems. You can't throw different things at it like that, especially when digestion is involved.
Right.
When
Right.
digestion is involved, guys, think about it. You're crying your eyes out. You're completely crying your eyes out. I'm talking on an emotional level now. You lost a loved one. You're crying your eyes out. Do you automatically start eating while you're and you hear the point I'm getting to? Do you just let me just pick up a bowl of ziti while I'm crying? No. Your body has to go through each system, and that's an emotional system, and it's got to deal with whatever it's going through at that time. Now you might say, "Oh, that." Well, it is true because I'm telling you, don't overload your systems with different things. Don't
Right.
overload your digestive system, just like you're not going to overload your emotional system, your psychological system. By now, there's eating. Don't get me wrong. There's eating afterwards when you're in a little bit of funk. But when you're crying your eyes out because of trauma or death or something that was just real sad, you'll never see somebody, unless it's a meatball Muslim, eating food at that point in time for comfort. You just don't do it. You don't have comfort food while you're going through the emotion. Just like you don't eat protein while you're breaking down muscle tissue. All right. It's a no-no. Now, Danny, getting to one of the most important ones. Now, this is a different story now. So after you finished working out, whether it was through strenuous weight training, or maybe it was a Koga class or a boxing class, and you broke down some tissue, there is a window, a nutritional window that we must satisfy. And if you guys aren't doing this, you better start. If you're working out and you're busting your ass for 45 minutes, an hour, whatever the case may be, and you don't eat anything until 2 hours later, 3 hours later, when you get to dinner or lunch, shame on you. That's a no-no. You have to refuel and replace all of those the proteins in your body that were broken down in your muscles fiber. Okay. And also you want to refuel. So you're feeding and fueling at the same time. All right. So make sure of that. And that's why protein shake, Sizzle's protein is one of the best. Immediately after, not immediately, but after you work out, within the Danny's got it up. It's called Sizzleine. It's phenomenal. If you guys want information on our Sizzle protein, we'll get it to you. But make sure after I don't have time, keep something in your car. Even if it's a handful of almonds or cashews. Your body has to digest to fuel that. Okay, not while you're doing it, but and this is science. This is the science behind it. There is a 1 minute window that you really need to. You don't have to, but you need to. If you want to get results and maximize your performance, you need to satisfy that window of nutrition within 1 hour of a nice vigorous workout, Danny. Right or wrong, Danny?
Yeah. Yeah. And if done right, if your meal planning is done right, you're working out in between your meals, right? So it's like breakfast, you're working out, then it's time for your, after your workout, you've got your snack or your lunch, or if your breakfast, lunch, snack, you're working out, you get your dinner, right? So it's typically, if done right, if you're meal planning right, you're doing all the right things. And so also something else to get in on your before your workout is the Sizzle Sport.
Yes, mention that. Yes,
After
absolutely.
your workout is the Sizzle Grits and the Sizzle Protein. That's what we've discussed. So this is a post workout. So this is going to restore, repair, recover, and help you with the strength and endurance and stuff like that. But this is going to repair all the breakdown that we've just done to the body, right? So very, very essential amino acids, very important. So this combination of food before and your pre-workout, which does not get you jittery. And John, I don't do pre-workouts. I hated them. I hate the way they make you feel. Yep. Skin crawling. This does not do that. I love this pre-workout. And then you get your workout in, and right after you're putting this in your water, drinking this down. You're putting this in your water. You're drinking that down, and you are supplying the whole entire body from beginning to end, and all your systems, and it's all following suit to get you the results that you want, and that's
why she's
simply the best, baby.
That's why she's all the best. Simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Ah.
That a girl. Anyway, Once again, folks, remember you gotta fuel the muscles when you're walking into Danny K Gym and Wellness, #1 gym in Carroll County, might I add.
Oh,
I haven't said so just yet in Maryland.
and during water. And I know
Water.
this says Sizzle Sport, but this is my lemon cucumber water. But
Yeah,
alkaline water is during. So we've got before your nutrition, food, and your pre-workout. You got during your water, right? Then after your post-workout to restore, repair, recover, and drinking your protein. Come on, what? Sizzle got it all.
We are putting together, we talk about systems. We just put together a system for you that you need to follow. If you
KFit
feel
30.
like, if you feel like you hit a little snag, you feel like you hit a little plateau in your results, or you just need a little kick in the pants, you got to reach out to us. You go to, if you're not in the Danny K Gym and Wellness, #1 gym in Carroll County, Westminster, Maryland area, reach out to Danny K, the #1 trainer on Long Island and in Westminster on social media. All right. We're gonna help you guys out. And we have the products for it. But you know what? There's a saying, Danny, that's gonna lead us into our next topic. Don't be a penny wise and a dollar foolish. Okay. Don't be a penny wise and a dollar foolish. And many of you guys might have heard that that saying. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put my bifocals on right now. So while I'm putting my bifocals on, I want to tell you guys where that actually came from. Okay. So, excuse me. So when we discuss being a penny wise, a dollar foolish, it's about being careful about small amounts, small things in life, and not about the larger things in life. I mean, you want to talk about money, it could be money. You want to talk about priorities, it could be your priorities, okay? But just so you know, that phrase actually was coined by Robert Burton in his work, The Anatomy of Melancholy. Of melancholy, and that was published in 1621, so a little bit before my time. But that's where the phrase "a penny wise and sometimes they'll say a pound foolish because he was British, but and a dollar foolish comes from. So don't be a penny wise in everything you do, in relationships, in fitness, in money, in not seeing the big picture. It's basically saying that you're gonna harbor something because later on you don't want to reap the rewards and reap the fruits of your labor. Don't be like that. Don't drag your feet. Okay. So when we're discussing, and this is an important topic because a lot of people actually will do this. They will actually, be a penny wise and a dollar foolish. Like right now, it's right about the now. Yes, we talk about being present and being in the now, but you have to let the present and the now set us up for the bigger picture. Okay, folks? It's not, we always say be present in the now, so it sounds kind of contradictory. But when we're talking about our health, when we're talking about our wealth, when we're talking about our happiness, 3 things that we can get from you with the help of Danny K, Jon Koga. Danny K, by the way, is the #1 gym in Carroll County, Westminster, Maryland, in case you guys joined us late. But if you're talking about your health, your wealth, and your happiness, don't be so short-sighted where you just see what's in front of you now. Oh my God, I gotta drop 2 pounds just today because by the weekend I want to put on my party dress. You're not thinking about the long-term picture down the road, how it's going to bring down your triglycerides, your HDLs. You got to think about the big picture. What is going to be prosperous and what is going to be profitable and what is going to be beneficial in the big picture, the dollar amount, not the penny amount. The penny amount, and of course I'm talking in analogies here, the penny amount is right here in front of us. The dollar amount, which is the fruits of obtaining the fruits of our labor, is down the road. So don't sell yourself. I'm going to go into the gym. I'm going to try to do everything I can in one day. No. If you're walking into a gym, matter of fact, if you're in Westminster area and you walk into the #1 gym in Carroll County, Danny K's Gym and Wellness, you got to tell your trainer or tell Danny K, say, Danny, these are my long-term goals. Don't tell Danny, that you want to be able to put your I Dream of Genie costume on for Halloween and you need to lose 80 pounds. All right. Don't rush yourself, starve yourself, being a penny wise and a dollar foolish. All right. You guys get the picture. Okay. It's kind of a what's the word? Not an analogy. I said analogy. It's a metaphor. Thank you.
Right.
It's a metaphor for something that you want now and you really don't care about later, like micromanaging things now and not worrying about what's going to happen down the road. So don't be a penny wise and a dollar foolish. Danny, we see this all the time, especially how we translate this metaphor over to our industry, and that's people wanting the result right now, instead of saying, you know what, long term, I'm going to reap all the rewards, the aesthetic rewards, the emotional rewards
Right.
of me being smart now and preparing myself for down the road. Correct me if I'm wrong, Danny.
Yeah. No, I mean, and the thing is, everybody's like, this one guy, I remember I was walking into one of the gyms I used to work at, and he was like, "Hey, I want 60 pounds off of me." And I was like, okay, I can do it. And he goes, but I want it done in like 3 days. I'm like, well, first of all, you weren't worried about it 3 months ago, right?
Right.
So why are you worried about it that you want it done in 3 days, right? I mean, he was being an ass or whatever. But my point is, if it's such a hurry right now, like, don't think you should have thought about that like 6 months ago. 6 months ago, then you would have 6 months to get 60 pounds off, which is 8 to 10 pounds a month, which is doable. Some people can lose even more pounds, depending on the weight that you have to lose, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, again, thinking about long term, don't think about like, don't wait and procrastinate and do all that stuff. And then it's like 3 days before your event, and you're gonna like go into the steam room and the sauna and walk on the treadmill for 24 hours and, all this stuff just to lose, your 5 pounds to get the zipper of your dress pulled up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, think about the long term. Like, think about, this event was 3 months ago. You know what I mean? Like, so 3 months ago, you should have started instead of procrastinating and waiting. And then, you're putting so much pressure on you and your body. Your body to do that crap to your body is just insane. And your body is not going to respond. Yeah, you might lose the 5 pounds in 3 days, or whatever, 10 pounds in 3 days.
Yeah.
But your body is going to take a toll on your body. And then that's where we get that yo-yo stuff. That's where we get your excuse
Yep.
my French, you're fucking with your metabolism. Your metabolism is going up and down. And, and then you're losing that weight in 10 pounds in like a day, but you're
Yep.
going to gain it back, and then some, because you're losing muscle. When you lose it super, super fast, you're losing muscle, right?
That's
We
right.
don't want to lose muscle. Sometimes with weight loss, we do tend to lose a pound or so of muscle. But when you're doing it drastically like that, you're losing a shit ton of muscle. And that's not what we want. We want to keep our army, which is our muscle, to burn our fat, which is our enemy.
That's right.
So we want to do it right. And we want to think about, like, think ahead,
Yep.
I mean, if you've got this costume that you want to wear for Halloween, obviously get on it now, because you got what, 4 weeks,
Yeah.
4.5 weeks,
Yeah. Yeah.
if you got a dress that you want to wear Christmas or New Year's, like, get on it now. Again, we've talked about that. Don't wait till after the holidays to start losing weight, because you're going to gain 15 pounds, right?
Right.
Before the holidays end. And be like, well, why should I even try and lose weight now, because I'm going to gain 15? Well, I'd rather lose 15 before the holidays, gain 15 during the holidays, then I'm starting at zero again, right? If I don't do anything and I need to lose 15 pounds, and I gain 15 pounds during holiday, when, Jan 1 comes, that's 30 pounds I got to get off now.
Yep.
So, you got to think about the long-term goal, and the long-term goal is, regardless, we want to always keep the weight in check. We want to always keep our health in check. We want to keep our fat in check, our muscle in check. So start now. Like, don't wait for, the last minute shit to happen and do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, think about the long-term goal and get on it now. Start now. And yeah, so what if you gain, 10 pounds over the holiday season? At least you could have gained a lot more if you weren't working out, if you weren't cognizant of what you're eating before those holidays, those foods start popping in, right?
Right.
So think about the long-term goal, and you will be setting yourself up for success, not failure.
And that's why she's simply the best. Danny K, Gym and Wellness, #1 in Carroll County, Maryland. Danny K, Gym.
I'm not gonna be able to fit through the door. My head's gonna be so big.
All the
Never.
best, boys and girls. She's simply the best.
Always humble.
Go, Danny. Go, Danny. We love it. You love it. Oh, I'm so proud of her. You guys are proud of her too. All right. So listen. So I know we kind of, we kind of made it, that term penny wise and a dollar foolish, how it translates to us in the fitness industry. And even for those of you guys that aren't in the fitness industry, just listening to our podcast, because you guys get a kick out of us. don't think of, like I said, you want to be present in the now, but don't fixate on the now.
Yeah.
Okay, it's really what I'm trying to say. So don't be a penny wise. Not worry about. Focus on the big picture, which is the penny right now. Even if it comes in fast and it comes in, it's inevitably what happens in the end when you make the dollars. There's an old saying: if it makes sense, it makes dollars. If it makes dollars, it makes sense. Do you understand? And it holds true. You know, you really have to. Don't do a knee-jerk emotional reaction on anything we do. Don't make an emotional knee-jerk reaction on emotion. Don't be a penny wise. Don't think I got that little shiny lure. I'm going to chase that shiny lure right now. You know, think about the big picture, as Danny Kaye says, in every single aspect. And it's easier said than done, folks. I'm not going to lie, especially if you're going through something that's all of a sudden sudden and it just it hits you like a freaking kicks you like a front kick in the gut, and you're like, how do I react to this? You want to come back and just go, no, take a sec. We did a couple of segments. We did a topic a couple of months back on the 5 steps of decision making, and you really have to use those 5 steps of decision making when you're trying to, you know, not be a penny wise and a dollar foolish. All right, because inevitably it's like, you know, it's like a gambler. It's like playing the lotto. Chances are you're not going to come out on top, folks. You can win. I can go to the local, which I'm not a gambler, the casino over here, and walk away with 900. You're not going to see me back in that casino for another year if I even go. I went there once. It's been here I could walk to it from my house, you know. And it's like, and I'm not talking addiction now. I'm trying to once again give you guys an analogy here and a comparison. Like, you're not going to just run back in it because you think that it's the now and it's going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. Don't be a penny wise and a dollar foolish. You never win in the end. Never.
John, real quick, Mary Ellen says, quick, what are those 5 steps? I know we did can you run them down real quick?
Yeah, actually, Mary Ellen, I'll post them. I think one is see the situation clearly. One is think about it. One is game plan. 3. One is one is observe your options, and the final one is act. Mary Ellen, I'll get those to you. All right, it all has to the 5. And if you Google 5 steps of decision making, I'm probably got 3 of the 5 right. I just might have used the other ones, not the exact term that they call them.
But I put you on the spot. But
yeah, I like. Speaking of, I like being putting on the spot.
The spot. What?
The spot. Did it hit?
Simply the best cafe in Long Island.
Yep. But right now, guess who it's about, guys? It's about Danny Kaye. Simply the best. Sing it, Tina. Sing it, Tina. Sing it, Tina. Danny Kaye, Gym and Wellness, #1 in Carroll County, Westminster, Maryland. We got her here. You know her here. You love her here. And she's simply the best. So, Danny, guess what?
The only thing that saddens me
is what?
Is my mom's not here.
She's here. She's not here physically, but you're not going to freaking convince me that woman's not here spiritually with you. No way.
I mean, spiritually, yeah, but
I know. I'm just saying that to make you feel better because the present, you know, the physical being is not here. But Danny, we can say that about your birthday. We can say that about, you know, everything. But you know what? She is here. And guess what? She might have a little something to do with you winning that thing too. Don't bet against her on that. You know, I saw Mama Linda hitting those gunshots with you in some of those pictures, boy.
Yep.
I see where the genetics came from. Oh, man, that's awesome. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what, you know, so guys, we want to just, obviously, we're not going to give another minute or two. I just wanted to once again, on a serious note, really, Danny, we had some fun with this today, you know, with the intro, me doing my little producing here. And we are really just so proud of you. You should have won it every year in a row, but you know what? And I think it speaks volumes to who you are by you're going to search out and seek out who the honorable mention was and give that person a shout out. But if you guys don't know her now, or they don't know her now, they're going to know her. Trust me. You guys are going to know who this beautiful human being is. And she wears her heart on those little, what she got, 12-inch pea shooters? What she got there? What was the last time you measured those bad boys? 15-inch pea shooters? What are you rocking these days?
They 12 and a half. They 12 and a half.
These days. All right, she's rocking the 12-inch. She got big guns and she got no bullet. There we go. Nice.
12 and a half.
Good. So yeah, you know, we try with this podcast, guys, to make you guys laugh. I think we do a pretty good job. We try to maybe tug at a heartstring that maybe you don't want tugged at, but you needed it tugged at. We maybe open your eyes to some topics that, Danny K and myself can relate to, whether it's losing parents of cancer or just being in the fitness industry, seeing the changes in the fitness industry that have, God, the industry is taking on a life of its own, especially with social media and all these famous, and listen, I'm not being jelly belly on the people that have 4 millions. I'm really not. So I wish them success. They got to put food on their table as well, but don't always go by, what you think you see or heard us on the internet because of, an influencer that has 10 million, 3 million, 2 million followers. There might be somebody out there that has 5 followers and could be the smartest person on the planet, and that can really, really help you out better than anybody else can that goes by social media influencer terms. And really that's all about likes and follows. So
I've heard a couple of people say that the only difference between me and Jillian Michaels is her PR team.
Yeah, that's true. And you're better looking than Jillian Michaels, but that's besides the point.
I don't know about that.
You're sexy, mama, sexy, and you know it. But no, we love Jillian. Obviously, we'd love to. You guys
know about that.
Yeah, Danny's holding up the picture of her and Jillian. Nah, Danny, I'm taking Danny. If there's if I had to change either one of you with my male prowess, it would be you, Danny.
Whatever. I don't think it's gonna work for either one of us, baby.
No, I hear you. You're probably right on that. Yeah, don't bet your money on that. And I owe so many props to Jillian from back in the day when the show came out and we spoke and whatnot. So and Jillian's. I didn't. Is she still? Are you still following? I don't even know if I follow her. Is she still?
Yeah. She got married and everything.
Yeah, but is she still doing her thing as far as she posting up workout videos and stuff? Okay, cool. All right, good. So shout out to Jillian. Maybe we'll get Jillian, see if we can get Jillian on this damn thing one day. You never know. But excuse me, I got a call. Love that button.
I know. Right?
Listen. All right.
Too bad I can't push your button.
You push my hey, you need 2 hands to push that button, baby. All right, so listen. Listen, we're coming into October, and we mentioned in the past about coming into that candy season, kids, and just learn to just like Danny said, if you're looking, and I said, if you're looking to put on that party dress or that costume and you're not happy with the way you look in the mirror, reach out to us. Danny K Gym and Wellness, which for those of you that just jumped on, is the #1 gym in Maryland County, Carroll County in Westminster, Maryland. So if you haven't heard, Danny won. That was one of our big announcements at the top of the hour here, and we're really proud and honored. So if you have any questions, why not go to #1? Why not go to the #1 person? All right, Danny's showing up a little sign, a little badge there that she won the #1 health club in Carroll County. Mind you, I told you she knocked the big boys off the block too. I guess you guys have Anytime, LA Fitness, all the other ones, Planet Fitness, Gold's Gym. And little old Danny K Gym and Wellness sitting there, nestled lovely in the suburbia parking lots of Westminster, Maryland, is the Danny K Gym and Wellness, voted Carroll County's #1. Listen, I'm done. That's all I got, guys. I know you guys enjoyed this one because we're seeing a lot of comments. And if it's your first time listening, please, we ask you guys that you subscribe. All right. I thought I had a testimonial I wanted to. We had so many great testimonials this week with my clients taking their Sizzle products, and people reaching back out about some Sizzle Thin. Some people I even forgot to even mention. We have something called Sizzle Thin, which actually blocks suppresses the what do you call it in the brain, the dopamine in the brain, to tricking us to not wanting to crave carbohydrates, bad carbohydrates, because we don't push not eating carbs. So we want you guys to eat the right carbs. And the testimonials on Sizzle Thin with like 3 or 4 of my clients have been absolutely crazy.
Awesome.
Unbelievable, right? And here's another thing. Before I'm gonna close it in this. I got to make a shout out to one of my clients, Paul, who doesn't watch this. He might watch it on YouTube. So Paul is at 235, and he's like, dude, I can't drop this weight. I can hit a plateau. I go, Paul, we haven't done your, dude. I'm like, I see your body has changed, man. You're more muscular. Your stomach is now sitting under your freaking pecs. Paul's an avid. He's 40 years old. He plays in a pretty damn aggressive ice hockey league. I go see him play every now and then. He's an active dude. He's got a beautiful wife, beautiful son, Nicholas, who I think is going to be 3. I train Paul 2 to 3 days a week, and I'm like, he hit some stumbling block with some injuries that he had, wrist and elbow and knees. And long story short, so I'm training him yesterday, and he's like, dude, I just can't get this weight. Let me talk to Danny. Let me make some calls on see what we're doing wrong. I don't want to just jump to intermittent fasting or Atkins diets. Let's see. He went and got a full spectrum blood work. I want to see if he had a thyroid problem. And just for shits and giggles, I'm like, Paul, you know what? We haven't done your body fat in 6 months. Let's. I'm looking at him like, Danny, we know our clients' bodies better than they know their bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so I take out the body fat, and it was already. Body was already warmed up, so it might be skewed in the wrong direction, not in his favor. So I know it's going to be, if it is. So sure enough, we do his body fat. When I did his body fat 6 months ago, when he started training, he was at 240 pounds at 33% body fat. All right. I do his body fat yesterday. He's at 235 pounds at 26% body fat. His body fat went down. Moral of the story: do not let the scale dictate or indicate your
Exactly.
psyche, your mood, anything. Okay, you get with your trainer, you get with Danny K Gym, the #1 gym in Carroll County in Westminster, Maryland. You get with Danny K and you get your body fat done. You get with Jon Koga, and we're gonna take you through the process, the systems that we have intact, whether it's nutritional or physical or group fitness. And I was so proud. It made his day. It made my day, because I'm looking at this guy's body. I'm like, dude, there's no way that you put on fat. And Danny, you know this. So once again, Danny, what's the scale? What's the moral of the story, right? Don't let the scale.
Yeah, no. I mean, the scale is good for like guidance that we're going in the right direction, but it's not the be all end all tell all.
That's right.
You got the fat and the muscle and all that stuff. So
That's
you
right.
got to get all the measurements.
So, yep. So Sizzle Thin, I'm going to give you guys, if you want more information on Sizzle Thin, we can get you that product. It's a great product. It's under $50. It's going to help suppress some of those carbohydrate cravings, and it's going to do it scientifically and naturally, okay? It's not going to block it because of all these crazy things that are out there that you shouldn't be taking, shutting down your adrenals and whatnot. I want to just thank you guys as always. I want to congratulate Danny once again for being the #1 gym in Carroll County, Maryland, Westminster, Danny K Gym and Wellness. I want to also wish her a happy birthday, continued success in all that she does. Let her know that her mom, Linda, is definitely proud of her, looking down in her heart. The red sparrow is going to probably land on her fucking mailbox in 2 seconds after this podcast.
The red cardinal.
Whatever. It's all right. Well, no. The red cardinal. You're right. I take that back. And I want to thank all my Kogis around there worldwide for supporting us. Check out KogaFit.com if you don't know what the hell a Koga is, but you want to learn more about it. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm going to say Jon Koga is out. One Koga love. There's the peace sign. Danny, close us out. #1 gym in Carroll County, Danny K Gym and Wellness.
Thank y'all. I appreciate it. And congrats to all the honorable mentions. I'll find out who they are. And because it's one thing to be nominated. It's one thing to get honorable mention. But damn, it feels good to get finally, after 10 years, finally winning it. So now I just got to keep up 23, 24, 25, and all the rest of my years in this. So we got to keep it going. What? Because I'm slightly competitive. Anyway, no, but I'm blessed. Thank you all. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, and Facebook. Hit KFit Talk. Smash the bell, the subscribe button. Hit the bell. Get all your notifications so you never miss it. And if you're just new tuning in, if you just caught the last couple of episodes, there's a shit ton of episodes. If you go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and look up KFit Talk, you will see 6 other seasons of complete, a whole bunch of episodes of fun and info and all that stuff. So get on it and get listening. Stay in tune, stay informed, stay motivated, y'all.
She's simply the best, guys. You love her. Go, Tina.
Tina.
Simply the best. #1 in Carroll County, Maryland, Westminster, Maryland.
Yeah, baby.
Danny K Gym and Wellness.
Yeah, baby.
Love it, Danny. So proud of you, Danny. We're all
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Go, Tina. Go, Tina. All right, guys, make sure you guys subscribe and drop some comments, questions, or concerns you might have. Give us some topics you want to hear about. Give us some topics.
What fitness tips you want to know about?
Yes.
What fitness myths you want us to bust?
Danny, you're simply the best, Danny. I'm going to listen to this one in my sleep tonight. She's the best. Better than anyone, kids.
You know.
#1.
Thanks to y'all.
All right, guys. You don't got to leave. but you can't stay here. Bye-bye.
See ya.